Round two. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening. This is the UConn Tonight Show here. I'm Teddy Margules, and as UConn students and UConn basketball fans around the nation already know, both the men's basketball team and women's basketball team here at UConn have made the Final Four. Now, being a senior here at the University of Connecticut, this is actually the second time I've experienced the hype around campus, because freshman year we won it as well. So hopefully, senior year, men's basketball team can win it. And I was also experiencing the hype around campus, which some have called a riot. And I don't know if it was too much of a riot, but we were just having fun. So I was watching the game in Carriage with a bunch of my friends at one of my buddies' houses, and as soon as we left, we sprinted out of the apartment. We were so stoked about the win, but the only thing was, nobody else was doing the same. We were immediately disappointed and couldn't believe how UConn didn't really appreciate this win as much as we did. So me and my 4 friends walked around Celeron and could only find a couple of houses that were bumping and were as pumped as we were to make it to the Final Four. So I had a bunch of work, so a few of my friends decided to go to the bar, which looked crazy when I dropped them off, and I decided I wanted to go back home. So as I was trying to go back home, I actually was trying to go past Gamble, and that was not happening. There were 5 or 6 police cars parked right in front of Gamble, and there were probably, 1,000 students and more were coming in, so I realized I had to park my car back at the Oaks, the apartments, and I had to go check out this crazy scene for myself. So I was there, we were having fun, going crazy, and honestly, kids were not being too, riot-esque, I'd say that the police didn't really seem too intimidated. They were happy as much as we were, I guess, that we won, but they obviously had to stand around and make sure no kids were doing anything stupid. But for the most part, it looked like UConn students were really enjoying the victory of the men's basketball team. Now, since the Final Four is in Dallas, a lot of UConn students have been wondering how they're going to get to the Final Four. UConn has actually offered tickets for just $40, and flights are around $500, so kids are not as willing to fly down there. I actually have some friends that are going to take a road trip down there. But that seems pretty ambitious. And actually, UConn is providing a bus service that will be leaving that will be leaving stores at 6 a.m. on Friday morning, and plans to arrive in Dallas with just a few hours left until game time. It's actually arriving in Dallas around 1 p.m. on Saturday. It seems like a cheap and somewhat easy way to get there. Actually, I don't know. That's like, 31 hours on a bus? That's crazy. But hey, this is UConn country. And we definitely have a lot of support and a lot of fans that are willing to do it. I really think UConn did a good job by making tickets only $40, and then a bus down there is only $100. Seems pretty good to me. And it looks like a lot of UConn students will be going down there for the game. Anyway, I'm Teddy Margules, and thank you so much for tuning into my show tonight. Good evening. Now, I am here joined with Walker Morison, a UConn senior, and Walker's actually not going to be joining his fellow Huskies on the 31 hour drive down to Texas. But Walker, you had told me earlier that you went to Huskies. Can you give me a little bit of the environment that you experienced there?
Oh, it was rowdy for sure. Very, very loud, chaotic. Everyone was excited. You know, we were leading the whole game, so we knew at the end we could finish off strong and get this win and go to the Final Four. So the second that buzzer rang, people were throwing drinks, jumping around, having a good time, and you know, everyone was just ecstatic and giving each other hugs. And we're going to Texas. People were like, "I'm getting in my car, I'm driving down." Buddies were telling me all that. So.
Yeah. Now, actually, since you're a senior, you were actually here for the national championship run freshman year, actually. So tell me a little bit about what it's like, you know, going from freshman year, making it to the Final Four, and now you're a senior, almost done, got about 5 weeks left, and what's it like, you know, going to another Final Four?
For me, it just, you know, I couldn't ask for more as a student. Right. You know, having that freshman year, going to the Final Four, winning it all, getting to experience that school spirit, all that camaraderie, and then enjoying college, and now it's back to senior year, sort of the last stretch right now. We've got about 5 weeks till graduation, and this is just perfect, picture-perfect ending to college right here if we can win it all.
Right, absolutely. And so why don't you give me a little bit of a background of yourself as a student? What have you been studying here at UConn, and what do you intend to do, you know, past UConn? You know, Huskies forever, but what are you going to do after?
Well, I actually came to UConn all the way from San Francisco just to join the kinesiology program. It's the #1 ranked kinesiology program in the nation, and I'm majoring in exercise science. So I've been doing a lot of work in Gamble Pavilion, the basketball arena, and they've got a human performance lab on the bottom floor. So I'm working with a lot of PhD students doing research, and my goal is to apply to medical school after college. So UConn really got my feet on the right track, and I'm excited for what the future lies ahead.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. That's exciting. Doctors and lawyers, you know, they make the most money. So good for you, man. And also, give me a little background of. I know you follow UConn basketball a lot. Obviously, you have this UConn pride shirt on, and tell me what you think the UConn Huskies are going to need in order to win this championship. You know, make it past the Final Four as well.
Well, I think we're going to need a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And then leadership. And that comes with my boy, Shabusiness.
Shabazz Napier. Shabazz Napier. I completely understand, you know, Shabuckets. I hear all the nicknames, you know, Shabizzle, Shabusiness you have here. That's great, you know.
Yeah.
Got hashtag Bleed Blue, UConn, you know, incorporating hashtags. I love that too. You know, I really think we can pull it off. You know, I have UConn in my final bracket, you know, winning it. So it's pretty exciting for me. I hope I do take it. But yeah, that's great, man. You got this hashtag.
He hit the game winner when we were there. We were both there sitting up in the stands. Sasha Baz hit it, and I mean, it
was against Florida, right?
Yeah, that previous game against Florida when he hit the buzzer beater. So we're gonna need him to step up for sure and lead us. I heard he's in the zone. From my friend who's the strength and conditioning coach of the men's basketball team along with Coach I. He told me Shabazz is just focused in. His only goal right now is the championship.
And is Coach I the fitness?
Coach I is the strength and conditioning coach at the University of Connecticut.
Okay.
So he's done a great job, actually. He's improved every player on the team, he's improved their vertical jump this season.
Really?
Yeah. And it's just great what he's doing in there. We've got some good teachers, good staff here, and UConn's prepared. So hopefully we can finish strong and have a good outing this weekend.
Now, being an exercise science major, does that mean that you're really focused on, you know, exercising and what the players, you know, are doing? And, you know, I'm sure you can lead a team, right, if you're an exercise science major, right?
He's, as an exercise science major, you can see it all, from the research settings in the lab to doing, like, the flow cytometry, lab benchtop work, to being a strength and conditioning coach. There's a bunch of different fields in the exercise science program. Athletic training, strength and conditioning, and then exercise science. So I'm more of the science realm.
Oh, okay. So the harder part a little bit.
Yeah. More of the benchtop work. But we do see the players down in Gamble walking by, and I love watching their practice, you know, right on the floor with them.
Okay. Walker, we talked about this. I know you're from California, but what brought you to UConn? You know, what made you leave California? It's such a foreign place, you know, especially here at UConn. You know, we don't really see a lot of Californians.
Yeah, so I'd say that's probably the question I get asked most on campus is from people. And, you know, I say it was a kinesiology program, as I explained before, but also UConn basketball program. They've always been one of the elite programs, and I just wanted to come be a part of that. And knowing that I was going into the sports and exercise field, hopefully I could get involved with it. And as a senior, looking back on it all, I'm really fortunate and thankful to how much I have been involved with the program.
Yeah.
Got to see the players around campus. You're just in the union eating lunch, and Shabazz will walk by with Brima and all of them, and you'll be like, no way, I just saw him on ESPN the other day. So it's a really cool atmosphere here at UConn.
Yeah, like even the basketball players around here are just celebrities, and it's unreal to really think that now these guys are in the Final Four. A lot of people counted us out, in the beginning. Now, can you tell me, like, was your main goal in coming here just to have an unbelievable sports program, or was it, were you coming here for the med school program?
I'd say as a freshman, I didn't know yet. I was just coming here. I really wanted to get something new. I loved Cali, but I was chilling almost too hard, and coming out here, I got that New England work ethic sort of instilled upon me, and kids were working hard, and I met this man right here, freshman roommate, randomly, and from there it all sort of played itself out. And I knew that UConn was a good school location-wise, next to New York and Boston, and sort of as a buffer zone. And I just wanted to come here and experience something new. And
now, are you gonna stay in Connecticut, or what's your plan for after? Are you gonna try and go to medical school here, or what?
I'll definitely be applying to UConn Medical School.
Okay.
It's gonna depend where I get in. Right now, my top choices are probably in California.
Okay.
UCSF, UC Davis, UC San Diego, but of course it's hard to get into those schools.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I could get into UConn because of the connections I've made here and my involvement in the exercise science program, then maybe I could be a Husky for 4 more years,
Wow, that'd be quite the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe see another Final Four.
Yeah,
Who
probably,
knows?
definitely a couple.
I mean, absolutely on the women's side. Now, I want to talk a little bit actually about the women's team. How do you feel about them? Are we going to take it all? Is it too easy, or what?
No, I mean, I think the women got it.
Yeah.
I especially saw that a girl on Notre Dame, one of their players, tore her ACL, unfortunately. So that could give us a slight advantage in the Final Four because they're the other undefeated team.
What team is that? Do you know?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, okay.
But no, I think Steph Dolson, Brianna Stewart, they're good leaders. We've got Kalina, they're great, and I think they're going to finish off the season strong. Gino's unbelievable coach, so I'm hoping we get a championship on both sides.
And then also, Gino not only being an unbelievable coach, actually, his restaurant. How good is his restaurant, right?
Gino's Grill.
Is it a steakhouse or no? What is
It's
it?
sort of Italian, I think.
It's
based off of
delicious.
Gino's Italian roots. He's got some
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
own wine and pasta sauce, and it's great because his restaurant's right underneath us. So if we want to wine and dine and have a nice meal instead of just some Wallies,
There
we
you
can
go,
go to Gino's.
exactly,
Bring the
there
date
you
to
go.
Gino's, and things are going good.
Exactly. There you go. Walker, thank you so much for coming on my show. I appreciate it. And that was Walker Morison, a senior here, UConn med student, and he's hoping for the win as much of all of us. And please remember, it's all
baby.
about the business. And that's how we do it here on The Tonight Show. Thank you. Hey, what's up? I'm here with my buddy, Kurt Marut, who's actually on the women's practice team. Now, Kurt, I want you to tell me a little bit about what the women are thinking at this point. I mean, they're in the Final Four, ready to win it again for the umpteenth time. I don't even know how many. So what are they thinking?
They've been here plenty of times. They've won plenty of big games. They know all the big pressure spots. So this is nothing new to them. And they've been working so hard this year. And they have so much heart, and they battle all the time. And especially in practice, they're hurting us sometimes. But they're really good, and they always work really hard. So they're definitely going to win.
You really think they're going to win?
Yeah, they're so good.
I don't really know if anyone could put up an argument against you, or I even can. But at the same time, so when Walker Morison was on the show earlier, he was telling me about the injured player for Notre Dame. So does that just really make our chances that much better?
I think so. I mean, I saw that girl get injured. What happened last week? She had hurt her knee or ankle or something. Yeah, so taking her out of the game, she's a big player for them. And I mean, UConn, the last time they faced Notre Dame, they won too. I mean, anyone they faced, they won. So I mean, I don't think it really matters if she was there or not there. I mean, they're going to play their same way they always do: play hard, play fast, and play to win. So I think they're going to do pretty well.
It's really funny watching Gino on TV sometimes, like getting so mad at these girls, even when they're up like 40 points at halftime, and Gino just gets so mad.
snaps, like, because he wants every time they want to play the best they can and not, because they always make dumb decisions. It can keep happening. So he's always on them about making the smart decisions, and they always play well.
So he's absolutely, truly a perfectionist. But can you tell me a little bit about Gino's morale, his attitude towards the team? You think he's a little tough, or how do you think he is around the girls?
I wouldn't say so. Yeah, will jump, like, if they do something wrong, he'll let them know about it for sure. But the more he does that, after he does that, they'll do a great play. He'll be right there to encourage them quickly about it. So he's always very hands-on, but also very supportive. Even though he may come off a little angry or a little kind of jumping on him, he is very supportive of him and always very nice. And he's a very good coach. He's very smart, and he sees a lot of things that sometimes they can't see. So he points it out and always, like, sees the right play. It's crazy. He's so intelligent on the court.
Really?
It's pretty fascinating to watch.
And he has a good staff around him, I'm assuming.
Very good staff, yes. Very good assistant coaches, yes.
Now, how often do you say, how many hours a week, actually, do you dedicate towards the women's practice team? I'm sure it's a humongous commitment.
It kind of varies. A lot of the earlier players usually get, like, the more days of the week or the weekend times, but I only have 2 days a week. But last year I had 3, and the previous year I had 4. So
why is that?
Just kind of depends when guys have classes, because there's a total, I think 15 or 16 of us, and there's 4 to 8, depending on practice days, who has practice or who has classes when and stuff. So it all kind of depends when people are free and what kind of guys they want to practice, and so kind of just varies. But usually 2 days a week.
Right, and I'm sure you get all the benefits that the UConn women's team gets. You know, all the gear, everything. That's so sweet.
All the clothes especially is nice, and we also get to eat with them after practice, which is nice. So.
Do you get shoes or what?
Yeah, we get.
Oh my.
We got 2 pairs of shoes, or 2 shoes. So
that's great. That's the best.
And then the
I'm
shorts,
sure.
spandex,
the whole nine. The whole nine. That's great.
A kid, me and him are the 2 biggest on the team. And
in terms of like height.
Yeah, height, and they were out of the jerseys, so we got the men's extra big jerseys. So they're 3X extra long. So it's just like a dress on me. It's crazy. It didn't even fit Brima, so like I got that shorts on him at practice looking all baggy, but it's really nice gear. It's pretty sweet.
That's great, yeah, especially since Nike sponsors the school. I mean, we get, I think we have like one of the top 3, amount of stuff we get, the amount of money that Nike gives us in terms of gear.
And with the new logo and the new Nike Elite gear, they got all the new fresh stuff too.
That's great.
And Nike's always customizing the women new shoes for like certain games.
Yeah.
Like breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
and
man.
certain big games, they always make them the nicest shoes, so they get hooked up.
I'm sure.
It's really nice.
Now, just to switch gears a little bit, can you tell me about what you think about the men's team? And first of all, I'm sorry, just tell me where you were watching this game that got us to the Final Four. Where were you?
I was actually in my apartment, because I went home and I had to do some stuff at home. I had an interview coming up, so I was doing some prep for that. But I came up late, but I was watching it with my roommate and kind of had flashbacks to freshman year, like you guys were saying before about being in Gamble. So my roommate made a video freshman year of Gamble and how it went nuts and the party after. So seeing them win, we're like, oh, it's coming back again. Like, it's going to be around. It's going to be another like repeat of freshman year. It's going to be crazy. So seeing them win and how much heart they have it's awesome. I can't wait to watch the Final Four game.
Yeah, that's great. Did you hit up the bars at all, like Walker was talking about, or no?
Yeah, I went later on. Yeah, bars get
Madhouse on campus too. Like,
especially on campus. But everyone's just so like kind of any differences people have or whatever kind of just gone away.
Yeah, literally.
UConn wins, it goes crazy. So it's a great environment.
And I'm sure if we win the championship, it's just going to be on another level. That that riot that police were calling, whatever it was. It wasn't even a riot.
Newspapers were burned.
Honestly, I was actually there. I was there. So I was there. Yeah. I was just standing around, and kids were in a circle around cops, and cops were just like standing around, just trying to act all business. Yeah, trying to make sure nothing was happening.
Threw a football at a cop or something.
Yeah, actually, one kid got arrested. Actually, if you see this picture that actually I took, and you see this kid right here, and I cannot even believe that this is a true thing. Like, this kid literally is on the ground,
they put him down,
cuffed behind, hands behind his back. It's just ridiculous. And I don't even know what's going on, but doing who in front of the cops. Yeah, exactly. It was just a great atmosphere. So I want you to. We're doing the little hashtags today. So I want you to give me one, or at least give me some. Let me see what you wrote down for the hashtags. I
couldn't write just one. But.
You just. Oh, he's got 3. UConn wins championships. That's more of a hashtag phrase, but we see he broke it down into 3. Okay, that's great.
One, so.
That's great right there. And honestly, I really can. You think we're gonna win? Maybe do a decade anniversary, and maybe the men and the women will win. Is that possible? Are we gonna have that?
We can only hope. I mean, we got the best two squads that we can possibly have, and they're both so locked in. It's crazy.
I agree. You know what? One thing I was just thinking, if we, I saw Andre Drummond was on the court. I think it was in the Elite Eight game. Yeah, I think it was. Right. Yeah. So imagine if we still had Andre Drummond and we still had Jeremy Lamb. You know, it wouldn't be fair. Yeah, exactly. And he's the sixth man.
I know. If we had them two and they stayed, oh man.
It would have been bad. Then we would have just been one seed, and we might have even choked them. But I think this squad, has got it. I think Kevin Ali has wrapped all these guys together. And I really think UConn wins. UConn wins championships. I really think this is the winner right here. And wins on both sides. It doesn't even have to say UConn men's basketball or UConn women's basketball. It's UConn in general.
Exactly.
That's great. So Kurt, what do you have planned for later today? What are you doing today?
Today probably just gonna keep it low key. Got club baseball games in the morning. So
okay.
Got games at 10:30. Got a doubleheader. Finish that, come back, and get ready to go crazy.
And get ready for the game. We got the game. There we go. Saturday at 7 p.m., right? Around there sometime?
Yeah. I think it's 6, and then the women's game is on Sunday. So
okay, so it shows
weekend.
How much I know.
Husky
but
weekend,
it is.
Right? The governor declared a Husky
weekend.
weekend.
I saw that too. The governor
weekend.
did it with Daniel Malloy declared Husky weekend, I guess, because we're so good at basketball.
Yeah, so
we're getting excited. Kurt, thank you so much for being on my show. I appreciate it. That was Kurt Marut of the women's practice squad, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hey, what's up? I'm Teddy Margules. We're currently in the elevator at the Union. I'm gonna go mess with some people. What's up? We're in the sports center room here. I'm just gonna go talk to this guy. He looks fun. Hey man, do you mind if I interview you a second for my show?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what's your name?
Greg.
What's up? Greg. Do you spend a lot of time chilling here in the sports center room or what?
Sometimes I do. Like in between classes, I'll study a little bit here and there.
That's great. I do the same thing. Now, did you catch Donald Sterling yesterday on the TV or what?
Yeah, I did. I was in the dining hall and I saw that.
That's really disappointing. And did you hear about what happened to Christina Aguilera?
No, I did not.
She actually got one of her nipples sawed off last night in a terrible accident.
I'm sure I would have heard about that.
Yeah, and I just couldn't even imagine what the family is feeling, and what her husband is feeling. How would you feel if your wife lost a nipple?
I mean, I wouldn't be happy about that.
You wouldn't be. I don't think anyone, because you'd be one nipple chick.
That's for sure. Yeah.
You would not be happy.
No, sir.
So, Greg, why don't you tell me the coolest thing about you, man? You seem like a great kid.
I don't know. I play hockey here. I'm on the hockey team. I guess that's pretty cool.
So you're a tough guy a little bit.
I mean, that's a stereotype, I guess you'd say, yeah.
You get in a lot of fights or what?
Not me personally, but I see a good amount.
Did you ever take your skate off and try and stab somebody, like the famous Happy Gilmore?
No, I never tried it, but thought about it.
Okay, you ever kick someone in the nuts with your skates or what?
No, never thought about it, but I mean, it gets intense sometimes, and you think about it, but never think about doing it, though, actually doing it.
I'm with Greg, the hockey gentleman. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What's up? I'm taking a knee here. I don't know why. I don't have enough room to sit. Oh, she told me she can sit. That's not what you said before.
Yeah, no, it is. I told him he could sit.
I'm totally just busting this guy's name. I'm Teddy. What's your name?
Ebony.
AJ. AJ. Justina. Okay, cool. So what year are you guys? We got junior, sophomore, senior. Three years of lineage over here. I'm actually a senior too. I'm looking to get out of here, but are you guys pretty excited about what's going on? Have you guys heard the most recent news at UConn?
No.
What was that?
What's the most recent news?
We are opening up a Krispy Kreme right here, right where Chuck and Augie is. You know, it's a little sad. I must say, Chuck and Augie is one of my favorite restaurants. I've been here for 4 years. And I don't know how I feel about the Krispy Kreme going in here. How do you guys feel? Do you have any reactions, AJ?
Actually, I've never been to Chuck and Augie.
You've never been to Chuck and Augie's? Well, after this interview, I'm gonna take you, and we're gonna have a nice dinner because that place is good.
Oh man, I hope you're not just saying that.
No, I'm not just saying that. Okay. But so, why don't you guys tell me have you been to Chuck and Augie's? You have. So I want to get your opinion. What do you think about the waffle fries?
I've never had the waffle.
You've never. So you haven't actually been to Chuck and Augie's then? So what did you get?
What did I get? I got like some type of fettuccine.
Some type of fettuccine. We need to take you back, okay? You and AJ are coming with me. You can come too if you want also.
Thank you.
But anyway, so I just wanted to get the opinion about the new Krispy Kreme because I am bugging out and I don't like it.
Well, you're looking good. You're looking good. Oh, bye.
That's amazing, right?